a while since I posted something on YouTube. I hope you guys are having or had a good day. It did not get as warm as I thought it was going to, but you know, it's April and there's ramens outside, and if you know what that means up in the north area, it means it is officially spring, even though it does not say it on the calendar. But either way, it is still spring, and I am just loving it. I had to fill the bird feeders this morning just because they got hungry, and yeah, so that's what I did. And I'm tripping on because yesterday, so DigiKey, oh yeah, I can't regret not doing them. I really did do. Like I would have, like it would just been a what do you want to call it? We wouldn't even have went to court. It would just been a settlement. That's all it would have been. And I wish I did right now, just because they still like to hang out. Like yesterday, Cody, maybe he'll take me to court, and I think I will. Because he stalks me more than I stalk him, or in the yellow energy, or whatever you want to call it. It's really annoying. I don't even know why. Like, he has so many other lovers, and I wasn't even one. I just turned him down, and he like freaked out. I'm just like, I came here to work. I didn't come here to meet somebody, but people have other plans, and I'm just like, dude, you need to learn how to be loyal to one another. And this is why I'm single, people. But so yesterday, so way back in the day when I was working at DigiKey, you know, like you can see like imaging and stuff like that, and I hate it because some people like sign contracts, and that's like sincerely illegal because you need like a paper copy, you know. And so like if you see the imaging in your like head, one, it's really hard to like really like read over it unless you like really close your eyes and you have to like read it. But then you should be able to ask for a printout, and if they can't give you a printout, then it's an invalid like document. It doesn't mean anything because if they can't print it out and give it to you, one, it could be a hacker, and another two is like it's not real. And so that is one thing I really struggle with. So like if somebody really wants me to like read a document or a contract or something, or want me to sign something, then they can show up in person and give me the document and let me read over it, and then let me keep a copy of the document. And if I choose to share it, that's another thing, you know. If not, you know, it is what it is, you know. And that's just how it is, because even like if you sign something on digital, you can ask for a paper copy and they have to give it to you. It's the same thing with the imaging in your head. And so when I was working at DigiKey, Cody and another guy kept on showing my marriage certificates, and I'm just like, I don't even want to get married, like especially to you. I don't even know you. Like if I get like, once upon a time I did want to get married, but that was just because I was in love and we had a wonderful relationship, you know. But I don't want to marry some random person, you know. And so I just kept on showing me images. I'm just like, gosh, like why do I work here, you know? And like, I'm not married. I'm really not. And I have never got married. You know, I lied about it to get through a lawsuit, you know, but anybody who really knew me knew I was never married. Or in a prenup, or whatever you want to call it. Because prenup is just a prenup. So people who want to get married, and if they have like assets they have to protect, or if they have like certain things that need to like protect, and usually you have to like hang out with them individually, like actually with their body, you know, not like their spirit or their like AI thing or whatever like that. You can if you want, you know, but usually a prenup is something. So they make like a pre-marriage certificate, but it's like they are my assets and this is my things, you know. Like especially if you're like a business owner, usually your spouse typically signs a prenup before you guys get married. And that's what a prenup is. It's a pre-marriage agreement. So once you guys get married, if you guys ever choose to get a divorce, it's a lot more cleaner of a breakup. It's not, it's so many court stuff. And so it bothers me when people say, get the prenup. Like, you don't understand what a prenup is. It's not a contract that you sign that you can beat one another up and you have to be responsible of your own health. Like, I understand people get upset, but beating your domestic abuse is not okay. And then, like, especially if I am going to find somebody, I don't want it to be in domestic abuse. Like, I understand people get upset. That's why we have bondage. You don't hurt the other individual, but you can, if you're that type of individual, you can still release it. Or you can get into like taekwondo or kickboxing and stuff. You don't have to take it out on your spouse. But I understand how things are. So, but people think prenup means that you guys can get in domestic abuse and get away with it, and then you don't have to pay for their medical bills. That is not what a prenup is, but that is what people think a prenup is. And people need to learn the difference. And I am like, people need like things, like people need to understand, like if you sign a prenup today or like couple prenups, you can't keep on signing prenups. Like you can't sign one tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. Like people need to slow down and calm down. Like they need to calm down and not move so quick on wanting things. Like they want to spend so much time doing all this stuff, but they don't want to like spend the time to get to know the individual to be like, oh, maybe this is a really good person to sign a prenup with, whatever your terminology of a prenup is. And if you sign that piece of paper, if you read that piece of paper or the contract, then you understand what their definition of a prenup is. Everybody's prenup is a little bit different, but it's a pre-marriage agreement that you sign is what a prenup is. And it can say whatever in the prenup. But so when I was looking at Digikey, the things with like Cody and another individual, and I'm just like really sad because I'm just like, first of all, I don't even know you guys really. Like I've spent like the yellow energy with you guys. One, I don't like Cody. I've never liked Cody. I liked him for like a couple weeks and then he just turned toxic again. And this was like back in like 2022, and that was through the TV when I was like dealing with like a whole bunch of like internal voices and headaches and stuff. He like saved me for like a little bit and then he kind of just flipped it on me. And so Cody is not a good friend either. He doesn't even want to be friends. He's just a dude, if you understand what that means. And he thinks I'm pretty, if you comprehend that. And so they were showing me and I was like trying to make me cry because I'm just like, dude, I want a relationship. Like, not at Digikey, like I just want to meet people and I want to be friends with them, and then if I like them enough, I want to date them. I want to find a relationship, and then so they're doing that, and it's like I'm like trying to not hold back my tears. And then yesterday he was talking about how, I'm assuming he talked Dogecoin or Digikey. They speak Digikey, and that's not Dogecoin. It's some other weird language, and I don't speak Digikey. But he was like talking about how like he went on like a hiking trail, went hiking with me. He called me his wife, and then I wanted to like date around or something, and he got like abusive, and then like I pushed him off the cliff or something like that. And now he's like in court over it, and I'm just like, I'm not even with you. Like, and then today on the TV, it was talking about how he was like with me through my pregnancy, and I'm just like, I was never pregnant. Like, COVID happened, I got the vaccines, like I got sick, well, as in like I was learning about what COVID is and dealing with the COVID symptoms. It's not the same thing as being pregnant. That was one thing that really bothered me, is like dealing with the AI thing does not mean you're pregnant. Like, birthing a baby is way different, and raising a baby is way different than having COVID. COVID is like you feel like you're hallucinating and delusional like half the time, and you don't know if you should get out of bed. But if you don't get out of bed, people think you like money, so you have to like get out and socialize. or they're just gonna keep on using you because they think it's union pay, and it's not, because you have to go like and get certified to be a union rep. And I think the closest location is in Minneapolis. And so if you stay home being sick with like COVID, like the AI COVID, or if you're in the wet market, there's, different areas of COVID, different symptoms of COVID, if you stay inside and lay in bed, then people are just gonna be like, oh, your money, you must be wealthy, you must be rich. Like, no, I don't get paid when I'm sick. I take a day off or 2 days off, or as long as months. People get sick with COVID for months. They don't get paid. They stay home and be sick. They're not wealthy. They're not rich. They don't get paid to do that. That's what happens when you get sick. People get sick and they go through it. They don't get paid. And so you have to leave the house and you have to like show your face to people, and you're like, oh, okay, well, she is alive. She's not money, or she's not like, yeah, I am, That's not being pregnant. That's not being pregnant. Just saying. So, I hope DigiKey will leave me alone, because I don't want to deal with them anymore. I was excited to work with them, work for them, and they're not a good company. They don't care about their employees, and they don't care about their former employees. They're not good.